Hello students, myself Archana Varude from Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. After watching this video, you will be able to understand how to connect the capacitor input filter, that is pi filter, and how it works. Now we start that capacitor input filter, and that is also called as pi filter. In last videos, we already completed that series inductor filter and choke filter, and now we study capacitor input filter. Here, that half wave rectifier or full wave rectifier output is given to that filter. Here, two capacitors are used, one inductor and one resistor is used, and this is the full wave rectifier output. And if we observe this circuit, then the shape of that filter, it looks like a pi shape. See here, this is straight line and this is the shape of pi, and therefore this capacitor input filter is also known as a pi filter, or it is also called as CLC filter, because in between two capacitors one inductor is used, therefore it is also named as CLC filter. And if we observe that diagram, then it is the combination of two shunt capacitors and a series inductor connected in between these shunt capacitors, and it is a CLC filter, or also known as capacitor input filter, or it is also called as a pi filter. And the working of this filter can be understood by looking this filter made up of two parts. First is shunt capacitor filter formed by capacitor C1. See this diagram. This is capacitor C1. And second is LC filter formed by choke inductor L and capacitor C2. In this diagram, this is inductor and this is capacitor C2. And here the rectifier output first charges the capacitor C1 to its peak value of the rectifier output. Here first that output of the rectifier is given to this capacitor C1, and due to that capacitor gets charged to its maximum value. And this capacitor tends to hold this charge between successive peaks, discharging slowly through the choke L and load resistor. And a result, the filter output voltage drops slightly between the successive peaks. And the capacitor input filter thus gives a higher output voltage than that of the choke input filter for the same AC input voltage. If we compare this capacitor input filter and the choke input filter, then here this capacitor input filter, it gives a higher output voltage than that of the choke input filter, and the remaining output fluctuation are opposed by the series choke and bypass to the ground through the capacitor C2. In this diagram here, this capacitor C2 and it is connected to ground. And the output voltage of this filter falls rapidly with increasing the load current. That means if that load current increasing, then output voltage of that filter falls rapidly. Then how to find the ripple factor of this pi filter, and it is given by the relation. And if we consider for 50 Hz mains supply, that is that frequency is 50 Hz, then if we consider the full wave bridge rectifier, then for that ripple factor is given by the formula R is equals to 1 upon 4 root 2 into 1 upon omega square into 1 upon C1 into 1 upon C2 into 1 upon L R, where omega means frequency, C1 is value of capacitor 1, C2 is value of capacitor 2, L is value of inductor and R is value of resistor. Then for half wave rectifier, ripple factor is given by R is equals to 1 upon root 2 into 1 upon omega square into 1 upon C1 into 1 upon C2 into 1 upon LR, where again that R means ripple factor, omega means frequency, C1 means value of capacitor 1, C2 means value of capacitor 2, L is value of inductor and R is resistance. Then what are the functions of capacitor and inductor? The first function is the output of the rectifier is pulsating in nature containing more ripples. We know that the output of the rectifier, it contains AC component as well as DC component. That means it contains more ripples. And the function of this series choke is to oppose some of the remaining ripple and again present it reach to the output, and this also reduces the ripple to some extent. That means if we use that capacitor and inductor in this filter, and due to that there is reduce in the ripple up to some extent. And there are some advantages of this PI filter. First is it is easy to design because it needs only two capacitors, one resistor and one inductor, and rectifier output. It has very low and least ripple factor because due to capacitor and inductor it has low ripple factor. It has higher DC output voltage at heavy loads because ripple factor is low. The quality output DC voltage is very good as compared to the series inductor filter and that choke filter. Then disadvantages of this PI filter, that it is costlier, it has poor voltage regulation as it has increased voltage drop in the filter. There is loss of power in the inductor. It has increased peak diode current and it needs large values of input capacitor C1. That's all about that PI filter. Thank you.